Welcome back to the Elder Kings. Greetings. Welcome to Rindir's staff. Do you guys remember that guy? What I was going to do is quickly let's throw a few months, because you might remember at the end of last episode, we spent the whole episode basically farming up something like 9 claims in the end, to basically seize everything the current Duke of Congenital has. And what happened? Well, the Emperor got round peace enabled, which is kind of annoying, because we were probably only a couple of months away from finishing a war anyway. I think we got to like 50-60% war score before we had to stop everything. Massive drawback. We've got to wait about 5 years now before we can actually go back to war. In fact, we've got to wait almost exactly 5 years now before we've got to go back to war. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I skipped forward through a fair amount of time, and we've had a son called Herod. Lovely Herod. It really doesn't matter what Herod is like at this stage. Oh my god, of course he'd be fucking prodigy as well. I was about to say it doesn't matter what Herod is like at this stage, because we've already got an insanely powerful daughter. Look, our first daughter, Flanged Mace, is going to be extremely hard to beat. Brawny, just, ambitious. Stubborn is a little bit of a downside there, of course, but she is a prodigy master warrior. I mean, what else? This kid, even though he's born the greatest he possibly can be, what else is he going to do here? Herod, you shall be called. Let me check my list here. What about this? Just hammer on here? Oh my god, sword staff sounds cool. Let's name you Sword Staff. There you go, my son. Welcome. And our second daughter, Bludgeon, didn't actually come out very well at all. To say that she didn't come out very well at all in Stellaris 20 Martial is absolutely insane. Uncouth and Cruel, to be fair, are the only bad traits she's got there. And if we stick her in the Fighters Guild, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now, if we stick her in the Fighters Guild, she can level up that warrior trait as well. So we've got ourselves a fairly okay backup there. Oh my god, more claims. The Barony of... Oh shit, I remember what we were doing. So I sort of said after we finished with that, did we not move into one of these states? Where the hell did I put our... There it is. Nice. 290-something gold there. And we got the Barony of Thatchian. And what do you own exactly? Just those two. Oh, she's got a load of stuff around Rimmen as well. So we want to basically grab all of a single ruler's titles and holdings. That way when we go to war, we can get everything. You know, it's obviously a pretty decent strategy there. We'll start... we'll start building south essentially as quickly as we can here, and just build up claims all the way up to the Argonian border. Your steward comes to see you one afternoon. I'm glad we got this, thank you. I'm going to take that as a consolatory prize for almost dying of coughing there. The time has come to outfit your ship for the trading expedition. I'm not going to rush too much on this, because we know that if we need gold, we just go and visit our nice friends down in Elsewhere and just build ourselves up to have a ridiculous amount. Now, I believe we've got gregarious, we've got decent London, we've got decent diplomacy. You guys know how this goes. We've already got all the necessary stats and traits to get through this event, no problem. Do we have greedy? We do have greedy, cool. So even then, we can basically get through this event without any risk, and we can get the highest reward out of it as well. There we go, we've got that one, and then we get 500 gold, and we don't have to obviously pay her as well, because we've already got greedy, and that's normally the only downside to it. Obviously, in the Outer Kings world, you don't really have to worry about that so much, because it's not exactly like it's a sin or a virtue, is it? You don't have that thing to deal with here. Perhaps it's time I ask Alban, my vassal, to spend some time with me. I will ask him. Come and join me, my good friend Alban. We can finally talk in private. Fantastic stuff. De jure claims. What? Oh, wait. Why are these all claims that we can press? I mean, obviously we can't right now because of round peace, but that's good to remember for the future. Are you all under one liege? Argolis? So normally we'd be able to declare war, but I assume it's because of the round peace. Yeah, interesting. So we had a lot of claims against this dude, and I didn't even realize. I think we've got like 3 separate claims against him, right? Yeah, Alabaster, Darken, and Argolis there. Nickel, who's that under? Skingrad, okay, cool. And then we've also got Circum, which is under Urasek. That would be an easy one to grab as well. Obviously, that's next to our border. It's only 2 promises. We've already got a claim on one, so when we press all claims, we can grab both. That's pretty decent. Oh, this is cool. Every so often, colleagues at the guild office need my help with improving designs for freight transports, and even the freight itself. They tell me I'm skilled at engineering. So is this a random event that you get from the Mercantile Guild, then? Maybe this is like if you're Grand Master, you get to pick... Because I know there's Engineer, there's Blacksmith, there's also Architect, which I believe all fall under the same sort of trait. But that's cool, though. What does Engineer do? Martial +2, Stewardship +2. Nowhere near as good as Architect, I will admit. It's not even in the running. But it is still a very nice little random trait to pick up there. Now, again, I assume it's a lifestyle trait. We also can't now get Architect or anything else because we have Engineer, we have Falconer, both of which I assume are lifestyles. So it's kind of a downside on that regard, I guess. But that is still quite a fun little trait to get there. Look at this guy's stats. Look at the muscles on you. That's absolutely insane. Now, should we start looking for a wife for Flanged Mace? I think marrying out, because we don't have the Cyrodiil bloodline, do we? So getting the blood of Reem and Cyrodiil into a daughter that eventually I'd like to put on the, make a new empire with. Get rid of the old Cyrodiilic empire, because it's a bit, you know, mired in bureaucracy. It's got the whole Outer Council. We'll get rid of all that shit and just install a dictatorship instead, huh? So, how would we go about doing that, then? Let's see if we can find the blood of Reem and Cyrodiil. I wouldn't suppose the current emperor has it. Current emperor, lowborn scum. I'm going to say it, just absolute lowborn scum, not interested. So let's go all the way back to Riemann the First. Here we are. Right, check his bloodlines here. Living descendants, and then see if we can just dig up any... I am looking for a dude with congenital traits as well, don't get me wrong here. Anybody who's, you know, genius, attractive, smart, strong, anything like that would be a nice little bonus as well. Tall and shrewd. Oh, he's not terrible. Rodiand is married. We could kill off his wife. There's nothing to stop me doing that, of course. Besides morals and ethics, but our guy's all about making his dynasty as powerful as possible, doing everything he can for his family here. I mean, honestly, he's a good character. Tall, shrewd, groomed. Greedy is not necessarily so bad. Yeah, I'm going to mark your special interest, and your wife I'm going to mark for complete and utter killing. 60%, is that it, really? Maybe we could do things with our spy master to help pick things up there. Nobody. Oh, shit, that's annoying. Might be a trip to the Dark Brother. Oh, we can't even send the Dark Brother after, I guess, because she's not a landed character. Alright, then. That actually might be an impossible character. Okay. Well, again, I'll see what we can do with our spy master, but I'll find a backup character here, too. Oh, man, I think I found someone much, much better here. So we've got Pedian Shkuralamor. And this guy has Reem Cyrodiil and the blood of Barfred Skjoralmor. There we are. Okay, I got it in the end. That also gives Marshal +1 Nord opinion. You know, Colovian opinion is obviously quite nice as well. He gives code and he gives Nedic. Actually, we could be like the great unifier of the Imperial people here. Also, more to the point, unmarried. What does that one do? Bisexual does nothing, I assume. Yeah, okay, right. It's nice that it's not like the base game where it's a fertility hit or anything like that for being homosexual. So let's get you arranged matrilineally married. Okay, his mother's a duke, though. She doesn't care. Oh, and we can call in a favor on her. Because apparently she owes us a favor. Well, that's very convenient. We always had that. Well, I mean, obviously, because it's not like I just bought a favor or something. That's cool. Absolutely fine. She's fine with it anyway. His skills are low. His base reference is low. I guess he's not in line to inherit, perhaps. He's got siblings. Yeah, 3 older siblings. Sure, that seems cool. Boom. That's a good husband, I think, for our daughter. Nice. Okay, so not only has he got tall, which is obviously a fairly okay stat there, also shrewd, also gregarious, so he's got some decent things going for his personal character as well. Bloodlines are fantastic, and they both got matrilineal transfer. Ah, this is good. This is good. This is actually really, really cool. The Barony of Magnamentum as well. Oh my god, the second... I mean, I'm more than happy this episode to very much blitz through it, or to be fair, it's already down to 34 months here. I was going to say that the speed at which we're picking up these traits are absolutely insane. We've just got to hope that they fuck off with round peace for a while, huh? We could start on you next. So we've got all of this area. We've got... Why don't we go for skinnier, then? Connected by borders between Magnamentum and... So we're going to have this entire... It's kind of difficult to visualize, but all of this area here would be ours. Which is a fairly decent chunk, obviously, of the Eastern Cyrodiilic Empire. Let's start working on this duchy next, then. Let's go for these 4. I know she holds some lands in elsewhere, but obviously I don't really care about some random bloody provinces in the desert, to be honest with you. I'd much rather get a nice, solid area of realm here for us to hold. 5 out of 12 as well. So if we're very careful with how we do vassals, things like that, we could hold a decent chunk of this personally. You know, if we keep all the best ones like Cheydinhull, like I assume Fassian and Cinia as well. God, they're all kind of garbage provinces though, aren't they? Wow. Like a castle and 1 random church, or this one's just a church and then a random castle. Not ideal. I will share my knowledge of stewardship. I'm trying to keep this guy on side, although I guess it's kind of a little bit late for that, huh? What about some other vassals? This guy is so beloved. We don't really have any other vassals. Yeah, that's pretty funny. What about the Emperor? Emperor, you know what? We could start swaying the Emperor again, as long as we don't have to... Oh, I'll give him a gift, and it's like 200 gold at a time. We obviously don't want to be doing anything like that. Steal an artifact from the Emperor. No, but we could plot to steal an artifact from... Oh my god, they succeeded. Bloody Orgnum got back the Somerset. What? And he's actually done it. Yeah, there he is. Orgnum the Divine of Alinor. He's actually succeeded with his life's work to take back Somerset. That's absolutely insane. Young Mawama. I suppose maybe if he got immortality at a young age, it doesn't matter. Necromancer, Immortal. I suppose he hasn't become a Lich yet either. Legendary Mage. Good God. That's so cool. And he lost the Kingdom of Abarbus and the Kingdom of Ponto. I can only assume he's... No, he hasn't given them out because he's obviously not an emperor. He's actually... Do you remember? He was actually just a duke. And this guy was the leader of the kingdom level title. But he's actually managed to get it all back. That's really, really impressive. Look at this. What a fucking story, huh? I mean, I feel like at some stage we've really got to play as Orgnum, haven't we? And see what tactics and mischievous things we can get up to. But I actually wanted to steal this guy's artifact because, of course, he's got Orgnum's coffer. Orgnum's coffer gives 12 gold a month. That's the equivalent of building, like, honestly, like 4 or 5 dozen buildings in our capital. If each gives, like, 0.2 tax, that's a ridiculous amount. Hire a freelance thief. Sure. Let's go for it. Do it. If we manage to succeed, this is for 500 gold investment, so this is pretty massive. Failed. I feel like only ever using the Camona Tongue or the Thieves Guild is probably the safest thing to do there. Cult of Mehrunes Dagon. Oh god, he's someone we really don't want to piss off, huh? He stopped worshipping himself and worshipped Mehrunes Dagon instead. Good god. Okay, let's ignore. It's elf problems for elf people. We're only concerned about the Empire, huh? The Barony of Skinnier next. I know it seems like we're getting a lot of claims very quickly. I mean, A, we are, but we are blitzing through quite a lot of months. It's been another year since the last one. Now, I assume this character also has like a 100% chance yearly. We're getting very, very good, like, insanely good diplomats, to be honest with you. It seems everybody over 25 just seems to automatically have that 100% chance yearly. Like our last guy that we had, the Nord dude, was also in the same boat, and he had like 32 diplomacy. Cool. So that's this one grabbed. Was it just Senior? Yeah. So let's start working on Eldos next. We've got 24 months to try and get 3 more claims. It's obviously not impossible, but it's quite unlikely. Countess Rana, the plan is to serve the city of I don't care. Thank you, goodbye. Is that a granddaughter already? So Perian Skur, that man, and Flange Mace of Nibenay have had a daughter called Julia. Stutter, not ideal. But she does have those 3 bloodlines, which is pretty impressive there. So this is potentially our future heir. Probably not this one specifically, because of course she didn't get any of the good congenital traits and she developed her own bad one. I'm going to call you... What have we got here? Oh, I never thought of going for, like, siege weapons. That would be the next logical step. But everybody's been a weapon so far. Done a lot of raiding. Done a lot of war. You know, took control of the Empire very briefly and then lost it again. Next, we need siege weapons. We need to think big. You can be called... I'm not gonna use up the good one. We all know what the good one is. You know, we all know which one can throw a 300 kg stone over 20 kilometers. We don't want to go for this one. Might be the other way around. Don't entirely remember. You're gonna be called Mangonel. You're gonna be called Mangonel. You ever played Age of Empires 2? You know how it do. Mangonel, Diccus Biggus Julius. You'll be trained in good God. I mean, struggle seems appropriate. Let's go for like it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go for like duty or something like. Oh wait, duty's shit this time around, isn't it? Absent-minded. Yeah, really should have gone with thrift then in hindsight, because thrift is more or less guaranteed to get some good, at least one good trait out of it. I really don't care about the new election going on here. I'm trying to sort all the messages so that during like warfare and things that we're not going to be constantly interrupted by people telling us about all their elections and how this woman got some land and how the emperor got a new dog or whatever. Really don't care about that too much. Antika begged me to help her become as successful as me. I'll teach you, but I've got to charge, or my milk shake brings all the boys to the yard, gain 10 prestige. Of course we're going to gain 10 prestige, because that puts us up to 3,000. What does that do for us? Absolutely nothing, but we are close to being able to forge our own bloodline. If we succeed with forging our own bloodline, by the way, that means our granddaughter is going to start with 4 bloodlines, which is going to be massive. Orgnum is gone. He was assassinated. Orgnum, the god king of the Malma, is dead. On his death, the hold he had over his inhabitants on Pine Donier has all but crumbled. Many of his former subjects are converted to a new school of thought that theorizes that Orgnum was never a god as he claimed. How does this concern us exactly? I agree, how does this concern us? More to the point, did we just robbed by the Camona Tongue? My Ring of Sunfire has just been stolen. Fucker. Oh my god. Mauama Hegemony. She made an Empire level title. Nellarine of the Mauama Hegemony. Is this Orgnum's, some descendant of Orgnum? Yeah. His great granddaughter. Good god. She's an okay character too, so she might be able to keep it together. I say that just as Somerset goes into a massive revolt. Okay, maybe not then. They're going to have some high elf issues, I would assume. Alright, here we go. 6 more months until Round Peace is about to disappear. Our final claim that we've got to grab is the claim on Nazar as well. What's our goal per month? Because we seem to be making 21 gold per month is actually a kind of a fortune to say that, you know, I know we're a king level title, but we've only really got this bit, you know. We've got Nibenay, we've got a Republic under us as well. Vassal Republic, I imagine, is giving us a decent amount of gold. We're able to see there 4.94 gold. I'm going to assume he doesn't have retinues or anything. So chances are, unless he's got male family members as well, he's got a couple, but they certainly wouldn't contribute that much to their upkeep. Yeah, we're making a decent amount of gold from this. In fact, I could open up the ledger and check. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. That's way too straightforward. I'd rather just pontificate. Fine, I'll stop talking to the servants. Luz Gruyere, absolutely not. Would try and gain Deceitful. That not only gives us one intrigue, but also gives us Deceitful, potentially, which would have been nice for plotting, things like that. You can stop trying to kill that random woman as well. I almost completely forgot about that. Assassinate some random dude's wife because reasons. You need my help? You'll get it. Are we almost ready? It's fucking gone. It's gone. We can do it. Oh, okay. We need to be more prepared this time. We need to have a big old army sitting ready. Can't even get a retinue. Can't even start to get a retinue. We could hire mercenaries and just sit them a day away from Cheydinhal. Like, have a mercenary band moving into this one, moving into this one, this one, etc. Just so that should they enforce round peace again, I don't know if they can. I don't know whether there's a cooldown, you know, whether, oh, you've just had round peace, you need to wait a while before you get it again. Maybe we could just swing for it. 4,500 men versus... I mean, we could hire a little bit of mercenary. It's not that much of a cost, is it? I'm going to hire, like, a little bit of mercenary here. Get them into position just outside of Cheydinhal. Julietta is pregnant again. Good God. Tell my wife to take leave for the pregnancy. We'll stand just outside of Cheydinhal. And then we'll get all of our troops. We'll go... honestly, probably this province is the best, isn't it? Because then they'll come down from here through our capital. I think that's a bit more safe. Alright, let's do it. Round 2. I swear to God, he pushes round peace again. I quit. I'm never playing this game again. That's clearly not true. Alright, let's do it. Boom. Go for it. Kill off his troops in his capital. That's going to be the bulk of his army's dead instantly, which is obviously pretty fantastic there. Oh my God, I thought they'd also raised up to join him there. You guys head up round through there, and we'll leave these guys to siege Cheydinhal. Then our bulk forces can siege Belda. We'll send the troops from Cheydinhal when they finish that over through to the east, and we'll head to the southwest here. Then, hopefully, this will be done in no time at all. We're already at 33% war score. In fact, we could assault this one down. It's any mercenaries, isn't it? If we put our best troops on this one, we'll take less troops during the assault as well. There we go. That's pretty decent. Okay. 39%. Really? For taking his capital? That doesn't seem right at all. These are going to take no time at all to siege, so we'll quickly try and grab as many of these as possible. Oh, this is good. This is exactly what we needed. They've joined once again, as an ally. And who are these against? Cinia. I'm going to worry about them too much. They can only send... Oh, God, there we go. Nassau as well. This is going to get very expensive unless we act fast. Yeah, this should take no time at all. Just let that one tick down naturally. Daughter named Rhea. You will be trained in... Let's go Thrift this time. Rhea, that's a terrible name. Why don't we go... Have we had a scythe yet? I think we have we've had a scythe, haven't we? Recurve Bow. That's a great name. Welcome, daughter. Defeat Battle of Alessia. Not really much of a problem, is it? What was it, like a couple of 100 men? They are sieging down my capital. Excuse me. No? Ah, shit. Okay, assault. Oh, that was way too risky. Shit. Okay. I just wanted to quickly blitz that down, but I was getting a bit greedy there. We can assault that one down, no problem, bro. We're going to have to head back and take back up bloody capital now. Duel the commander myself. Really? 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 CK2. Really? 55 versus 143. Oh, take me, cat. Oh, surrender. Fuck's sake. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice, but once again, to give them my daughter. Oh, she's already, by the way, up to Master Warrior. Good God, that took her no time. I don't have a choice. General opinion -10 for the next 10 years. Oh, it's either that or we lose the war. Fucking good God, man. And, oh, but it's okay, though. We became very prestigious. Get out of here with that shit. And apparently we also became a better general. Oh, for God's sake. Really? That's so ridiculous. But you did so well. Look at how well you did. Oh, by the way, you also had to sacrifice your daughter, you coward, you monster, you animal. Good Lord. No, that's fine. That's fine. That makes perfect sense. All right, let's just counter-siege this. That actually might be enough to end the war, to be fair. 85%. Talk to the church for me. Thank you. Oh, 90%. We're going to have to get rid of these troops. They're going to start... Get out there. Do not counter-siege. I see what you're trying to do there. I assume we've lost all our mercenaries at this point. Honestly, not a big deal. I mean, we're going to save a little bit of gold, huh? Oh, no, these are our mercenaries, so we lost our regular troops. So that one down, 99%. Oh, God, maybe if we kill these troops, that'll be enough. Still 99%. How dare you? Oh. I hope the situation will solve itself after the baby came out, but my wife's temper still remains a problem. Oh, she's stressed. We could tell our wife to calm down. She's overreacting. Yeah, that ends very well. No, let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. Let's just focus on more important things like this friggin' war. We'll take this one back. There we go. Okay, that was a little messy, but not exactly bad. What? What land have you got? Oh my god, he's got land all the way over there. Well, we can usurp the tower, so it's not a big deal, huh? There we go. That's the Nibenay we all know and love. 14 out of 12 titles as well. Let's dish some shit out here. Oh my god, we also got all their shit down in Rimmen. Unsurprisingly, I don't really want that. Can we not create the Duchy of Rim? Oh, because we don't control all of it. I was going to say we'll just create that and dish it out and give it to someone else. What else we got over here? Anything that I give away, like a random castle or... Because I want to hold as much of this as possible, obviously. No, man. We'll give away some of that stuff in elsewhere very quickly then. This guy made for a pretty decent roller. You can have our random promises over and elsewhere, because I really don't want any of that stuff, to be honest with you. Valley Guard, Dark Core, any of those you can take. In fact, I'll probably give them in both. We'll keep Rimmen, because Rimmen's obviously an okay province there. Until we at least grab some of the Imperial provinces. So, Valley Guard, let's give him that one too. There we go. Alright, problem solved. So, Rimmen we'll keep, because it is a sort of 6 province holding there, which is quite nice. 6 holding province there, which is kind of nice. I guess next step would be Cinia, huh? She's already at war. Oh, that's very good for us, because all our troops are going to be over the other side of the world. Not that we need to worry about that much anyway. We're up to 11,000 men. In one war, we're up to 11,000 men. Tell me that didn't work out basically exactly as we wanted here. No, Flail, you'll get what you earn, okay? Let's ship her off. Oh, God, look at these. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't her. That was her. I'm confusing Mancatcher, but she became a blacksmith, which is kind of cool. 22 marshal there. 3 daughters. Look at them. They're all so incredibly powerful. She's obviously... Oh, my God, she picked knight as well. She picked knight as a specialization. Normally AI are garbage doing that. Sympathy for the Daedra, sympathy for Velothi religions. What are you doing, you weird girl? So let's get our troops rebuilding. Oh, she's already training troops, huh? That's pretty impressive. Oh my god, we can have her with a 38 martial on it instead. Levy reinforcement rate, by the way, plus 190%. Levy size plus 95%. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll get her reinforcing the troops. It's not going to take too long to fully reinforce here as well. Then we'll start heading through the rest of what we've got. So what else have we got claims on? So Nassau, we've got all of that. I believe we've got all of this one too, haven't we? And obviously all of their provinces down in elsewhere. What about this one? Cedrian is under Canalus. Well, let's start. We know where to go next then. Boom. Start grabbing all of these provinces. I want to get all of this border down to Argonia. I think that's just going to be incredible when we've got all of this. Mainly because it also gives us quite a nice defense in terms of this gigantic friggin' river against Cyrodiil when we go to war. So we'll have the drop on them and we'll have sort of terrain on our side. Ideally, we want to kind of keep moving north as well and ideally surround the whole of the Imperial Isle here. That would be pretty ridiculous. Request council support. Obligate the vassal. Fine. Are we on the... Wait, we're on the council? I had no idea. What are we? Master of Blade for the Cyrodiil. Okay. Oh, we're advisor. We're advisor, right? I was going to say, I don't remember us doing anything there. No, I honestly can't be bothered with politics. We've got our own round to focus on right now, huh? We're up to 6,000 men. Now, how many men did they have? Because we don't really need... Yeah, we don't need this many men. This is absurd. Oh, who are you? Tribunal Temple is doing what exactly? Oh, Cyrodiil is trying to conquest the Tribunal Temple. Great, okay. Well, we won't worry about that much. Too much. Right, press all claims. Let's kick you out next then. Raise all the troops. Wow, 5,000, 6,000 men is pretty fantastic to start off with here, because all of our troops are off over fighting our own war and might also be fighting off the Tribunal Temple now as well. Oh, God, don't die. Please, we've still got... No! We've still got more claims to get. Don't do it. Right, now we can meet them there. They're already movement locked, so they absolutely can't stop this from happening. Oh, to the downside, I guess, putting her as our marshal means that we don't get an insanely powerful commander. We've already got someone with 30, 28, and 24 marshals, so I think we're okay, huh? Swamp Rot. We've got Swamp Rot. Willpower, agility, and strength fill daily until they waste away or are cured. That's really bad. That's really awful. Spell of Cure Disease. Good work. And this is why you always hire those magical elves as your physicians. Until eventually, you know, there's some racial tensions and then they just blow you up with some destruction magic or something. Right. Killed my core position once. Oh, God. She's got Rock Joint. That's not Swamp Rot. She's also fine. I'm hoping she gets to be a high level of Crusader before we end up playing as her, which in theory she should. I doubt she'll switch profession or anything like that midway through. It seems like it's very powerful. Can you not? Well, let's take this one, then we'll go and kill their troops off as well. That's very annoying that they counter-siege that so quickly. My troops have slowed them down. Hire the Thieves Guild. We're going to lose those troops. It's not a big deal, though. Oh, God, they've got friends. They've got a lot of friends. Obviously, we've got just some crazy good troops, so I'm not that bothered. You stay there and act as bait. Let them send them down until we've got movement lot. Move in, reinforce, and then we'll kill these dudes in our capital and go back up there. Boom. We're now a level 3 general. Veteran. Oh, man, this is kind of why I want to put my daughter on the center of some armies a little bit, huh? that might be a good idea. Because I don't know if the AI can get skills by doing that. You know, I don't know if we put her on the center, whether her skills can improve by fighting off these troops. If it can, it seems like the best thing to do is just get into wars and have her lead the troops constantly, huh? I need to see if that works. We need to keep testing it until eventually either it does or doesn't happen. Right, this is a good test right here. 1,800 men, perfect. We'll fight all these wars. If she doesn't get anything, I guess we can probably safely assume, given how fast we're gaining these traits, probably safely assume that you can't get it on AI just by putting them in charge troops or anything like that. Favor? Nah. Again, I'm not bothered about Imperial bureaucracy while we're doing all of this. Cedrian is ours. Okay, cool. What else is under Cedrian then? Aurus. Let's go for that one next. And then their capital is all the way over here in Copter. This should be the end of the war right here. Ill again. What the hell is wrong with us? Witches pox? Right, this should be the end of things. Build me a great tower for 300 gold. Ah, nah, we're alright. We're okay. It'll just be a statue of us. It'll just give us prestige, but that's almost a third of our fairly impressive treasury right now. Thank you. You are done. Get out. Look at this. Look at us now. Nibenay is very large. Sancrator. Oh, that's annoying. That's going to it's really going to fuck our borders up, huh? Right, so Fashion, I believe we already have claims on all of their titles too. Oh, they've got a lot of stuff in elsewhere. Just a crazy amount of stuff. Do I care about it that much? Like, this is quite deep into elsewhere as well. Do I really care about that stuff? Honestly, nah. Nah, not really at all. Right, what do we get then that's garbage? Nassau itself seems fairly garbage yet. Like, all of these we can give away too. Tactician, welcome to court. Very good guy. He's got kids as well, which means when he dies, we don't have to immediately start dishing out land fresh. So Nassau you can definitely have because that's trasho. Where is that? There you go, my friend. Got Nassau, 15 out of 12. Oh, God, we've got a lot to give away here. Farragut, also kind of bad there. So you can have Farragut. There we go. I'm giving him provinces in random duchies here. This is a horrible idea. Let's not do that again. I know he is very good, so we get a lot of taxes out of it, but that seems like a bad idea. Hrosted. Hrosted, also terrible. There you go, my friend. You can have... Why can't we give him that? Hrosted? What? Why can't we give that one away? I have no idea. Oh, it's called Belder. That's why. Well, that's confusing. Fine, let's give Belder away to people in our realm. Who is it? Was it this dude? Here we are. Belder. There you go, my friend. Okay, another one to give away. I guess... Oh, Jadenhall itself is actually garbage. That's really surprising. We give away one of our home territories there. Oh, no, Arius is not. Okay, Arius is fine. Let's dish that one out too, and then we are basically good, you know. Anyone want some land? Any of you want some land? Search my own realm, I guess. Search our vassals or something. Queen Juliet. I'm not giving my wife land. That's weird. Is that it? Excuse me, my scroll bar. Please work. Let's invite this guy to court then. Everyone else is kind of trash. This guy's still got pretty decent stewardship. So let's bring this dude on board quickly. Chest pains. Still don't care. Here you go, my friend. You may have adios. Cool. Now we're extremely powerful, I would assume. Still up to 11,000 men. 11/12,000 men there. Very, very nice. But look at those borders. That's really, really cool. Got a claim on this one. Oh, God. Look at the size of Redmond. Maybe that's our next major goal, is to grab all of this in one big, big war. Because it's possible, and it would also give us a lot of land as well. What are we fabricating claims on right now again? Oh, wait, Aureus. Aurus. Oh, God, it's a different province. That's confusing. So we'll start grabbing this stuff up. Oh, we got Greenspore too. Why are we so ill all the time? I'm starting to get somewhat suspicious here. Is our mage like, oh no, my lord, you have a terrible disease, and then let me cure you, and I'll show you how good a physician I am. Seems a bit suspicious to me. Compose a book. War, I think, is more than appropriate at this stage. I doubt we can get a better war book than we already have. Couldn't hurt to get 3 decent ones, huh? Now this is good. A lot of people have pointed this out. If you're kind, you can't become a warlord. There are a lot of very specific restrictions doing it. I believe you need like ambitious, greedy, ruthless, things like that as well. Kind is one of the things that stands against it. So the way you do it is, I mean, we'll get rid of Grim and Air. I'm not interested in that. We've already Grimmed and Air. Become a great general. I'm going to assume our character can't do it. Maybe you have to be independent, something like that. But warlord is essentially ambition you take to... It's kind of like becoming a king if you're a Norse character, right? It'll give you a kingdom-level subjugation, or in our case, a kingdom-level conquest. You go to war, you get that, but then you get the warlord trait. Gives like general opinion, malice. People fear you because you are just a ruthless warlord. But it essentially unlocks a Casus Bello that allows you to target any kingdom-level title, or duchy-level title, or county, or whatever the hell you want. And then... just go to war for them. It's insanely powerful. It's ridiculously powerful. It's basically supposed to reflect, like I said last time, things like Tiber Septim, and how he was able to just basically grab the whole of the empire in the blink of an eye. That's who we're going to be. And you know what? We've got some pretty fantastic characters to do it. This was a great episode. I think we did a lot for the round. Not only that, we've got a bunch of other claims to press as well there. Our daughters have come out absolutely incredibly. Like, oh my god, she's already an expert knight. I hope she breaks 40 martial before we play as her. If we could break 40 martial as this character as we play her, that's going to be absurd. It's going to be ridiculous. And I think she's going to be exactly the character we need to grab our independence. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons for making this series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sadini, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogula, Tariq, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophil, Pelvis Presley, Skaz, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis Manus, The Forsaken One, Toby Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Backers. Thank you for your support at those insane tiers. Much appreciated. YouTube revenue, gotta be honest, kind of shit right now. Probably because, you know, we're playing two not super popular series, you know. It was kind of expected coming off of the back of the Outer King, not the Outer Kings, Game of Thrones, which everyone seems to love. So I might consider going back for another round of Game of Thrones at some point, because of course I love it as well. But we'll talk more about that in Discord at some stage. And a thank you as well, of course, has to go out to Asro, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betwas Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunconny217, easier to pronounce name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Ison Gray, Irish, Israel, Jacob Wolf, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Joran DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Lemon Start, That's Me, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Rush Noel Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach Pillar, and Zico 2. See you guys all tomorrow for a fresh helping of betraying our own people.